Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MSFC. Today, we are racing at the rebranded Camo Hiders track, the Camo Camp Grand Prix. Camo Hiders need some momentum after a good start to the season. They've started to fall back to earth. They need a shot in the arm, and we've seen the home team does seem to have an advantage with Defiant winning at their home track and Black Rose very nearly winning at theirs. As per usual, it will be the home team leading us off for qualifying. And for the Camo Hiders, it is Jinx today. They need a shot in the arm. They've been struggling lately. After a pretty good start to the season, it has been very tough for them since GP3. We'll see if Jinx can give them the momentum they need through the boost and the long straightaway. Jinx across at 16.55. Now the long winding second sector. Through the split, Jinx takes the inside. Through the second sector, a long lap, 31.90. Jinx hesitating a bit through the chicane. And across the line at 43.91. That will be the time to beat. Next up are your current championship leaders, the Icy Hots, who took the lead after an incredible performance from Vertigo, winning their first race of the season at the Lair of Legends, and they are officially the individual championship favorite. But it will be Nova racing for them today. And Nova looking much quicker through the first sector, 2.4 seconds in front. The chicane, Nova taking the outside at the split. Nova also purple through the second sector, 4 seconds in front of Jinx's time. Hesitating through the third sector, but Nova, this is still going to be a very good time. 39.88. 4 seconds in front of Jinx. Next up is Defiant racing for the Moon Melodies today. And before yesterday's race, or 2 days before last race, they were the favorite to win the racer championship, but they were just surpassed by Vertigo. But Defiant still a fantastic season, leading the charge on a very, very strong Moon Melodies team, looking to keep their momentum up, but not as quick as Nova through the first sector. And Defiant looking rather slow here through the second sector. Takes the inside at the split. And 2.5 seconds back. Defiant trying to make it up through the third sector. Bit cleaner here than Nova, but it's not going to be enough. Purple through the third sector, 42.10. That will be second place. Next up is Zix, and you've got to wonder, is Zix feeling the pressure? Because their teammate, Black Rose, has been one of the league's best racers all season, and they have been failing to get anything going despite having a strong track record. Former most valuable marble finalist in the MSFL. You've got to wonder, eventually they're going to get it going. Maybe they just need to get out of their own non-existent head, and purple through the first sector is Zix. But Vertigo, I think in the second sector was where Vertigo's time really set them apart, and we'll see how this stacks up for Zix. Through the second sector, yeah, lost 2 seconds to Vertigo's time, but this if Zix can get a third sector, it will still be enough for second place, and they did. Zix moves into P2 with a purple third sector, 40.71. Next up is Electra from Team Fire, and Electra, 4th place in their last race at Title Glow. And Hawks obviously huge win at the Circuit has pushed Team Fire into the top 5 in the overall standings. Can Electra keep their positive momentum going? Electra through the first sector, Purple through the first sector, a second in front of Nova's time. Electra takes the inside at the split, playing it safe. Doesn't seem to be as quick here, but it's going to be close. Still a tenth ahead. This is going to be close. Electra through the chicane. Can they take the top spot? Yes, they can! With a purple third sector, Electra moves to the top spot. Team in the top half of the standings, the Pantheon, selecting Alpha today. The Pantheon finally seemed to have something going, at least with Icon, who has collected the pole in their last 2 races, but still as a team, no medals for the Pantheon so far. Alpha looking to break that streak, and in fact, the marble that was traded in the deal where Team Fire landed Electra, who just took the provisional pole spot. Alpha looking very quick here in the second sector. Alpha over a second, nearly 2 seconds gain there in the second sector. Will Alpha reset the time to beat? Yes, they will, and by a long shot. Wow! What a time by Alpha. 36.81. Next up are the Shadow Hunters, who have established themselves, at least with Colt's recent performances, as a team on the rise. After they were in dead last through the first 3 races of the season, Colt second place at Tidal Glow, and then a good performance for them in the last race at the Lair of Legends. We'll see if Jinsu can keep the team's momentum going, because this team very clearly has a high ceiling when both marbles are on. Jinsu green through the first sector. Jinsu playing it safe through the second sector. This still seems like it's going to work out well for them. Just 0.6 back of Alpha. This could be enough for second place. Currently on pace for it. And I think there will be second place. Next up is the Night Raid with the Magnum. And Kinesis has really been the driving marble for that team. But Kinesis, their first bad race of the season at the Lair of Legends, that sent them way down in the standings, and Magnum has yet to really contribute in any way so far. We'll see if Magnum can break that streak. But looking good through the first sector, dead even, but seems to be a bit slow here. Takes the inside the split, that seems to be most popular. Magnum, just 0.8 back. This is looking pretty good for them. Taking a bit of a different approach here to the third sector, though, and it seems to be slowing them down. At the last moment, lost 2 seconds in the third sector. Magnum unable to turn a good start into a good qualifying finish. Next up is the Klaus Bedlam going for them today, and what a pleasant surprise they have been this season, currently 3rd overall. Bedlam with a win at the Detroit Derby, and FOMO just finishing in 2nd place at the Lair of Legends. This team seems to be a team on the rise. We'll see if they can keep this hot start going. Bedlam going for them today. A bit of a different approach to the first sector, and it doesn't seem to be paying off, though. 0.4 back. But this seems to be the second half of the lap where the best times differentiate themselves from the not so great ones. Bedlam, 1.4 back. It's not horrible, but it's not looking great for them. How does the third sector go for them? Not great. Bedlam isn't going to be able to qualify well. 40.01. That time, Alpha is locked into the battle for pole. Next up is Eclipse, and it has been a dreadful season for Starry Sky, to say the least. Blink, their superstar, potentially the best racer in the world, has not even come close to expectations, and Eclipse has failed to turn any heads. through the first sector. Eclipse 8/10 back and looking slow in the second sector. Very slow, actually. Eclipse 60 inside. This is not going to be a good time. Spoiler alert. 3.7 back through the second sector. Eclipse trying to salvage it in the third sector. Across the line, 41.37. 2 racers to go, and that means that Jinsu is locked in to the battle for pole. Up first is Zoro, and they have finally escaped last thanks to Ant's first not terrible race of the season, finishing in 6th at the Lair of Legends. We'll see if Zoro can maybe get a rally going for this team, and boy do they need it. Zoro not looking very quick through the first sector. Lost just under a second and not looking quick here. Looks like Electra is going to be making it to the battle for pole as well. Zoro trying to salvage it here in the second sector. It's not happening. 2.8 back. Can still be a decent time. Hang on a minute. Zoro through the third sector. It's going to be close. Oh, almost getting by Electra. 39.42. What a fantastic job by Zoro in the third sector. Purple through the third sector. And that just might be good enough to get them into the battle for pole. But Electra is in. Teams will make it into the battle for pole. But will it be Zoro or will it be Tartarus? Tartarus has not been terrible as an individual, but it has been a rough season for Dart. Tartarus trying to help the Iron Brotherhood escape out of the cellar, a place that unfortunately they know all too well. Looking quick through the first sector. Tartarus. Purple through the first sector. 12.79. Trying to keep it going. Takes the outside at the split. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, and it seems to be working. Tartarus still ahead of Alpha. Will Tartarus reset the top time? Yes, they've got it. Purple through the third sector as well. Tartarus 35.73, and they take the top spot. Here we go. Tartarus, Alpha, Jinsu, and Electra battling for pole. And it's Alpha who gets the better start, but Tartarus is still close. Dives to the bottom, unable to take the spot. That allows Electra to move into second and Jinsu to move into third. Tartarus immediately falls from first to fourth. But this is a very fast-paced track with a lot of opportunities for passing. Tartarus is not out of it. Jinsu trying to get on by Electra, but not close enough. Tartarus is falling far behind. I think they hit the attenuator back there. It's still Alpha trying to hold off the marble that was part of the package that Team Fire traded them to the Pantheon. 1 lap to go in the battle for pole, and the Pantheon looking for their third pole of the season. It would be the first one from Alpha. Electra closing in. But now Alpha pulling away ever so slightly through the straightaway. I don't know if Electra is going to get a shot. Tartarus is closing in on Jinsu for third, but I think Alpha has got this one under wraps, and it looks like they sure do. Through the third sector for the final time, and the Pantheon are going to do it again. Alpha is going to win the third pole of the season for the Pantheon. Electra will qualify on the front row next to them. Jinsu in third, and a tough battle for pole for Tartarus in fourth.